NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Panthers and the Ravens, next on Madden NFL 22.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time, but admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
They go play action now. Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason, but here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go option to the short side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Let's go.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. He's going to keep this again. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the option, it's Jones. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver up to the 32-yard line. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Philadelphia away. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Looking to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Let's go, baby.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Off the option, it's Jones. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
There we go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
When you find that kind of, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Here's Chris Jones now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's going to use his legs here.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over, A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Yeah, they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will tie things up at 6-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. Well, now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's the Panthers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Pulled in at the 24. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
They'll spot Eskridge open left side.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 36.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll keep it himself.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And now here's a carry heading left. Able to fight through one tackle. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. This will take over in terrific field position.
Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On second down, here's the option.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Let's go.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on first down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Panthers, they're just an extra point away now from taking the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. So that'll back him up 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
He's going to keep this again.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Panthers have recovered.
That's it. That's it. All right.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Shoves him away. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you're going to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock. Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They run the option here on 1st and 10. He's to the 10, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 23-yard run, and the Panthers add on to their lead. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Panthers 20, Ravens 12.
That time a 6-play drive. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. Coming off a fumble recovery there on the last time they were out on the field, so we'll see what they do here.
And once that happens, everybody wants to get involved. All right, whoever created the last one, they're going to get the praise in the film session. You want that praise yourself, so you know everyone's going to be attacking the football.
Well, we'll see if they can attack it, get hungry, and get another turnover. They run the option on 2nd down. Fights through him, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a throw here to his running back. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Panthers 27, Ravens 12.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So the Ravens now down on the scoreboard. 65 seconds remaining. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it a second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let them know, let them know. 44 is the mic.
They'll look to throw again. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.